Hello, my name's John Eckstein. I am a cellist in the Utah Symphony, and I'm currently in Haiti with many of my colleagues and our music director, Thierry Fischer.
Hello, nice to be with you.
So we were talking about what might be special about this particular circumstance. You're used to conducting professional orchestras. People have been trained, very strenuously in the United States and Europe in particular, in Asia. There's something about the essence of music that you find different here?
It's completely different. Usually, as a conductor, you arrive in front of an orchestra with a as clear as possible concept, and depending if it is an orchestra you know well or you're there for the first time, you show a lot with your body language and you get immediately some kind of reaction, and then you adapt, say a few words, and you basically during the first rehearsal are building your concept of the piece, of the style, of the articulation, of the tempi, and you want a German sound, you want a very clean contemporary sound. I mean, you do always what you believe in on the moment. And what was so special here in Haiti when I arrived at the beginning of the week is that, first of all, these kids, they come from regions in Haiti, all over the country, and they are basically, their struggle is not being in tune or being precise, is actually simply to live.
Yeah, sure.
And to also just to have an instrument for them, it's something extraordinary to just get there. And most of them are playing for the very first time in a big ensemble. We have 100 musicians playing for this orchestra.
And some very serious literature.
Yeah, we play Beethoven 5 and
Schubert
finished.
Yeah, Carmen selections.
Yeah. So what I realized after 3 minutes conducting them in the first rehearsal is that I should immediately forget my concept and just give them a very simple guidance about cohesion, togetherness, listening to each other, that they can forget all their individualities to become one big collective. And therefore I realized I should not make any philosophy or not even use metaphors, but just creating a concept, a beautiful concept of beauty, just with them being there playing together.
I noticed that I've been coaching the cellos because that's what I play, and it seems to me that there's a warm sound that they make as a group. I mean, the cello is a warm instrument to begin with, but they seem willing to sort of check their own personal egos before they sit down in the chair and work together kind of like a family. And I kind of think that might be cultural.
Most probably is also because they haven't been in any professional orchestra, so they just take all the good sides of being together with many musicians.
Yeah. Oh, they're so excited.
It's very moving, actually.
Yeah.
I noticed the same. Even some groups of the orchestra have some difficulties, of course, just to get the right notes. But when I talk to them, and I'm sure it's the same for you when you coach them, they take everything like very naturally and say yes. And then at some point I ask to a group of the orchestra, but can I help you? Can you tell me what is your main problem and we'll work on it? And it's just the fingerings, like the most natural way, not ashamed.
Right.
Not. I mean, like just the fingering. I loved it. It showed, what music means to them. Okay, fingering. Okay, but I mean, go on. If you don't play it, it's not important. It creates a kind of very special beauty.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel the same thing with the cello section. I'm amazed at, and one of the things we've been doing a lot is singing the music.
Oh, really?
Together.
Great.
And, of course, they sing wonderful. I think probably it's in the tradition in the nation, but the subtleties of a phrase when there aren't the hurdles of the instrument, they're incredibly responsive to that. And I think that that might be, part of what is making this so much fun for us. Yuki and I and James Hall were here last summer, and this project came out of that. It really grew out of that. And my close friend Janet Anthony, who's the head of BLUME Haiti, I think we were also taken with the kids. They're incredibly optimistic spirit, and they're really warm-hearted people. It's a special place.
It is really impressive when you walk in the city of Jacmel, where we are, and then you arrive to this almost surrealistic rehearsal hall,
Right.
hidden on the first floor of a building just about to fall.
Yeah,
And then it's packed with 100 musicians.
yeah. Excited to be there.
Yeah, it's just, this is already beautiful, but the
Yeah.
contrast with what we try to achieve with the music, which is purity and togetherness, and what is actually going on in the street, just
Sure.
It
Yeah,
makes the whole project having so much sense, especially for us being, in the industry, going from one place to the other, and for you guys playing every week different with different conductors.
Sure.
And just, I think it's what I realized is one of the rare moments when I can say that I'm receiving as much as I'm giving.
yeah. We
And I
feel
think,
that
yeah,
way too. And the fact that the spirit of Beethoven and Schubert can sort of unite our humanity. It's a beautiful thing. It's
I'm glad we chose those pieces because
Mhm.
they are one of the most famous.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. But it's what they should do. If we would have played, a Pachelbel canon, it would have had a different meaning. So we just
right. Get
treat
into the
the
real
art
stuff.
the way it should be, and then it'll be beautiful, whatever.
And based on their singing, they actually have quite a sophisticated understanding of the phrasing.
You give me an idea for next orchestra rehearsal.
Yeah,
I might
I think-
ask them to sing, actually.
Yeah, it's very good.
Really?
Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Pleasure. Great to be with you.
Thank you for being here.